Hello my friends, greetings from the outskirts of Alexandria in Egypt, or as they say in Arabic, Al-Iskandariya, or simply Iskandariya without the article Al in front. And I am approaching to this city, just a few more moments and we'll be arriving. And in this video I'll try to take you with me and to show you around. Whatever I will find interesting myself, I'll try to show to you as well. We'll see how it goes. So my friends, we have arrived in Alexandria. This was the train which I took, and it was a nice journey, very pleasant one. Now let's explore this city. And this one should be something amazing because it is a big, historical, important city. Is this the... Yes, that's what I needed. I like these trains. And I'm very happy to report to you guys that Egyptian railways are nowhere near about to die. It's cool. I'm trying to film discreetly. I'm not seeing myself what I'm pointing to, but I hope you get a good picture, because I don't want to cause a policeman to tell me that I'm not allowed to film. This way nobody will tell me anything. Yeah, the first thing what I'll be doing, I'll be trying to find where is the ticket office, and I want to buy a ticket for when I will be going back to Cairo. I think it's always better. Yes, tickets reservation hall, that's what I need. It's always better to have tickets ahead of time, especially when you see that the trains are relatively full. Very few empty spaces. That's what I need. Okay, let's see if I can get a proper cheap ticket this time. And what will it cost? I'm trying to guess by the cashier's face which face is more likely to speak English. I think not on that side. One of these four people here. Let me guess. Let's try this man. مرحبا، تتكلم إنجليزي؟ لا. شكرا. Okay, he redirected me to this guy. I was asking if he speaks English. مرحبا، تتكلم إنجليزي؟ Oh, that's perfect. Shukran. Cairo, Kahira?
2 o'clock p.m.
Tomorrow morning, but what is the cheapest train?
7 o'clock, 8 o'clock.
Later?
11:30.
11:30 would be good. Okay, so the cheapest ticket to 11:30 tomorrow. Mm-hmm. You don't take Visa card? لا. شكرا جزيلا. Well, success, my friends. Success. I got a ticket, and I got it for a price which was pretty much exactly half of the price which I paid for coming here. Well, one thing is it's good that it's cheaper price, but another thing which probably is even more important is that I will have a possibility to ride with even more local population. I wonder what's that? They don't let people in? That's how it looks. But can I get out? These people are going. Okay, we successfully got out. So, لا شكرا. Taxi all the time, especially when they see a European coming out of the train station. What else can you expect them to offer me? Quite beautiful train station, and it does look Mediterranean style. It could be one of southern European countries which has such train station. So, yes, everything is cool. Welcome to Alexandria, or as locals say in Arabic, how they say, Alexandria. And also, I looked on Wikipedia before I got out of my train. A couple facts about this place, and I also checked Google Maps and saw, made a few waypoints, the places which I want to visit and see. It's interesting, in Arabic they call the place Al, which is the Al is basically the article. The Lada with Mercedes sign. And they have quite a few Ladas here, you see. Is it taxis or what? You see? These colors. That's cool. I had exactly this model Lada. That was my second car in my life, which I owned. Okay, so in standard Arabic, this city is called Al-Iskandaria, or simply Iskandaria, if you don't put this article in front of it, Al. But in Egyptian Arabic, which is slightly different from standard Arabic, there is no country which uses standard Arabic. It is only in official press or such places, but people don't speak standard Arabic anywhere in the world. In Egyptian Arabic, that's something interesting, but we are not supposed to see it. Okay, that was a hole in the fence. So basically, in Egyptian Arabic, it is not pronounced Iskandaria, it is pronounced Eskendereya. So, to my ear, it sounds like what is Latgalian dialect to Latvian language is the same thing Egyptian pronunciation, or Egyptian language, should I say? Probably not dialect to the standard Arabic. But it doesn't, it won't tell anything to you probably, unless you are a Latvian and you know what's the difference between the Latvian and Latgalian. One more linguistic joke. What do you say about this make of the motorbike? Halava. Before I got run over by Lada. You see? Halava. Does it say anything to you? It's a Chinese motorbike. It's quite popular here. Does it say anything to you, halava? In Russian, halyava means, how do you translate it? It's like a freebie, something you get for free, but it is very deep meaning, emotionally attached to it. So this motorbike is halyava. Yeah, like a freebie, but with very, I don't know how to even describe it. Help me, Russian people, if you are watching this video. You can write under. How can you describe what is halyava to those who don't speak Russian? This probably is, like, it's a central station square. The station is that building behind that corner behind that building is the station. And this probably is also a bus station. It looks like, from the amount of buses. And here is Roman theater, an amphitheater. But of course it needs a ticket. And what do we do, friends, when something requires a ticket? This is what we do. We stick our hand through the bars and show the friends the views. What do you think, friends? It's not very much left of this amphitheater. Let's see from that side maybe. Is it a little bit better here? Not really. And I won't be climbing those trees. Imagine, guys, here we have trees. Proper trees growing in the middle of desert. And without any irrigation, as far as I understand. Because the groundwater, the water table is very high here due to the location in the delta of Nile. This is maybe a little bit better view. What do you think? Yeah, it's not much left of this amphitheater. The Romans, and it's small. Strange. I was expecting something huge. So I'm not regretting for not paying for the entrance. I haven't lost much. What do you think? I think this must be called a Lada town. I have lost count how many Ladas I see, and I have seen Ladas with sign of Peugeot, 2 of them already, with sign of Mercedes and with sign of how do you call it? Dodge? Dodge, I think, American car. And what is that? And the sign of BMW to another Lada. Oh, guys, you are cool. And what is this? Oh, that's a Cadillac Lada. That's amazing. Cadillac Lada. Wow. If you have to drive Lada, at least you can put a Cadillac sign in front of it. I like it. You see how many Ladas? Almost all the taxis are Ladas in this country. There's another one. What's that? I don't even recognize. Do you recognize this sign? Ford, was it? But some very strange kind of... Is it from Latin America? That Ford. I don't recognize it even. Anyway, here you see the climate is even different. I just connected a few dots in my mind. You see the color scheme of the taxis, of these Ladas. It's the same color scheme which tuk-tuks have. The Bajaj tuk-tuks, exactly the same color scheme. So maybe that color scheme gives a message to people that this is a taxi. Okay. Live and learn. Yeah, and you see, this is a taxi, Chevrolet taxi as well. Like every 30th taxi is not Lada but something else. But yeah, what I was about to say, that's a bit smelly place. What I was about to say was that this city has a slightly different climate as well. The locals call it Bride of Mediterranean. It's on the coast of Mediterranean Sea, and it gets rain during winter. Not too much, but still rain. And there can be violent storms. And earlier this year, December, so this month, I read that there was even a snowstorm, which was a huge surprise to everybody. Like nobody used to see such things here. So it is different. And also tomorrow is forecast to be quite heavy rain. Like normally in Egypt there is no rain. In Cairo will be no rain tomorrow. Here it will be. Also it's colder. Like one Egyptian told me that it is terribly cold in Alexandria, Escandria, as they say. Terribly cold, buried cold. Okay, for us, like for me as a Northern European, for me Italy, Spain, south of France, let's take this road, it's approximately the direction which I need anyway. Italy, Spain, Greece, southern France, Portugal, for me that immediately triggers an association with very hot and hot place, very warm place, where they don't have any winters, and that's the north of Mediterranean. Here, this is south of Mediterranean, and they say it's terribly cold here. Don't go to Alexandria, it's very cold there. Okay. It's still something like 18, 19 degrees now, and it is the very end of December. So yeah, it is very relative. What do you call cold and what do you call warm and pleasant? I'm surprised. You see the rails on the street. Do they really have trams in this city? That would be impressive. Like I never expected to see that thing here. Yeah, and the power lines for the trams are also overhead. Wow. That's cool. And by the way, I'm not in a market per se. I'm just walking on the street because I need to get through. But they have markets just on regular streets. It's not some special place. Well, friends, here it is. I don't have microphone in, but I had no time to put it in. I would lose this sight. Amazing. They really do have trams. And part of the city looks like it is selling all kind of timber. Nice timber smell all around the place. What's quite amazing to me, a Latvian who grew up in forests, that there are a lot of second-hand timber with nail holes in them for sale. And it's obviously, you see, the part of the stairs with all the nails. And this is not a garbage place, it is sale. They sell these timbers. Probably the second-hand timber should be cheaper than the first new one, but they still have it for sale. But it makes sense because here you don't get forests to cut down. But for me as a Latvian, where everything is one big forest, most of Latvia is forest, it looks very strange that somebody needs second-hand timbers with nail holes in them. But yeah, this is a different world. And who is to say that it's better or worse? They have other things which they have plenty of them, which Latvians don't have. Kids playground. Hello, marhaba.
How are you?
Good, good. Shukran. Everybody is very friendly here. Many places people always say welcome, welcome. Maybe that's the only word which they know in English, but they always say it to me. And when I was in that bird market, you saw it a while ago. I didn't film it because I was taking pictures at that moment. The man, one of the vendors, he noticed that I was taking pictures and he was so happy and he wanted me to take him as well in a picture. That I should take picture of his birds and himself, and he was so happy that I was taking pictures of him. And he was saying welcome, welcome so many times. But he was, about the pictures, he was just saying with the gestures, of course. No English there. But everybody is so welcoming and so friendly and nice. I'm kind of getting used to it slowly, but I'm still feeling surprised each time when it happens at a bigger scale. I wonder what this man is about. But it is definitely loud. That's for sure.
هات يما البتاع في السبت.
I wanted to get there, but it's not going to happen. Let's walk a detour. No, Here we're getting somewhere. And this thing is called Serapeum and Pompeii's Pillar. So judging by the names it's something Roman, and judging by the looks as well. And it also needs an entrance ticket, so we're not going there. You know me, guys. And let me see if I can go that side. Yep. There is something like Sphinx-like or whatever kind of figure, statue, whatever you call it. And here normal people live, just regular local people. Look at these eyes. Okay, I shouldn't be looking on these eyes for too long. I have to look around as well. And this place is called the Catacombs of... It's better not get run over. Catacomb of Com el Shokata. The policeman stopped me and I thought it's some problem, but he actually wanted to find out what's in my sausage bag and what is this sausage bag. But yeah, this is a place, Catacombs, and you know, this is a place where I'm about to make some exception. I usually don't go into such places, and it is €4.50, so it's not very cheap, especially for Egyptian prices. It's not cheap at all. But from what I saw on the Google Map photos, it must be worth it, and I have saved quite a bit during this trip, so I should be able to afford it. Well, I am. Marhaba. Ticket here? Shukran, shukran. Latvia, Europe. نعم. Do you see that? Cameras are forbidden. مرحبا كيف حالك؟ واحد. شكرا. Instead of selling one £80 ticket, they sold me two £40 tickets, but it's the same thing. Egyptian pounds, so it's €4.50. And funny, there was a sign that said that there are no cameras allowed. Again, come on guys, even in such place you're not allowing to film? But it won't deter us. What do you think, my friends? Look at this bath. Romans knew how to enjoy life. The problem is, my friends, I will be pointing roughly by the feel of my palm. I'm not looking what I'm showing you, and therefore you might have not perfect framing. But I guess we have a choice between this kind of filming or nothing at all. So which one you choose, my friends? You can vote now. If you don't like it, switch off this video. If you like it, you're welcome to continue. Even though the framing is not perfect and the hand will be shaking, but I'll do my best. I'll do my best, my friends. These were some small pieces of Roman history, I guess. Like these. Was it from... yeah, it was probably the water coming out of the mouth of that lion. the fountain. Aha. Theorgana tomb. So, let us see. Yeah. Well, that's some tomb. Can you see in this darkness? With all the art. Cool. Yeah, lots of old Roman stuff. Cool. Would you like a granite bathtub? Sorry, sorry. I'm such a, what do you call it, barbaric person. Non-intelligent, non-Roman person. It's a sarcophagus, not a bathtub. Sarcophagus. Sarkos is flesh or body in Greek, and phahein is to eat. Literally the thing which swallows somebody's body. Coffin, in simple language. Vardian tomb. I wonder, were they all here? Or were they transported somehow? You can see somebody's place where he was lying. Yeah, and this is with a lid, a proper sarcophagus. Is it how you pronounce it in English, sarcophagus? Flesh eater, body swallower, coffin. Let's keep it simple. Selvago tomb. Well, this wasn't too comfortable for the resting. But I guess when you're dead, you don't mind it, do you? And can you believe there are a couple of drops dropping from the sky today? Tomorrow should be a lot of rains in Alexandria, Iskandaria or Escandaria, depending which accent do you want to use. It has been very long time since I last saw a proper rain. It was in Cyprus, and actually I will soon upload the Cyprus video where it happened. Okay, now we are getting somewhere, the Catacombs. Let us see, this might be important. Can you see it? I'm not sure. I'm kind of pointing in the right direction, but I'm not sure. Upper level, middle level and lowest level. Okay, they have many levels, yeah. It's a whole city underground. That's why we came here, didn't we? But before we go there, there's some cistern. That's cool as well. Let's see it. Because it's always nice to keep the most interesting at the very end, isn't it? The desert. Yep. I don't see much interesting here. Where is that cistern? Was it that? It didn't look like a cistern. Aha. You see here and now. Well, friends, this is a bit more interesting now. Otherwise I was thinking, where is it? What is it? It's very dark, I don't know. But the good thing is that nobody sees me now, so I can switch on the light and walk in. Ah, it's not very far. I couldn't walk very far, but it's cool. I like it. Yeah. Okay, friends, let's walk back out. I'm back to my stealth mode. Nobody is kind of trying to catch anybody filming, but you never know. If there were these signs that it shouldn't be done, so probably somewhere somebody is catching the trespassers, or whatever you call it, the offenders. Now, what will we see here? The entrance to Catacombs. Yeah, impressive. So let's go down and let's see what the underground underground world has for us. It's very cool actually how they invented it. The circular steps go down and you have windows which illuminate the path. Nice. I like this idea. And it's quite comfortable to walk in here. Yep, now we don't have any sky anymore. So is this the upper level? Probably. I like that nobody is controlling you here. You just are allowed to free range walk around. Too dark there. This is amazing. That's cool. That's legitly cool. Officially cool. I don't know how to say it or describe it. Amazing. I like it.
So, for example, you said, where is the country? Let's examine our questions. The Greeks.
That's somebody's resting place as well. You see how tiny and fragile looking are the walls. Wow. Now I do think it was worth the €4.50. Even in my situation when I'm counting every euro literally. But yeah, I saved quite a bit here in Egypt. It's very cheap. Everything is cheap. So €4.50. I can afford sometimes something which I usually don't afford. It feels good and it is interesting. And who knows when I will be back.
Right? Because we are all humans, we all love but
we're going lower. And there there you can even get lower. Or not really. It's so beautiful. The whole city underground, and look at this art. Is this cool or what? Wow. So beautiful. And it's amazing how you can build the whole cities under the ground. And this feels like a sandstone, so probably quite easy to carve and make all these labyrinths. It's probably too dark for you. And oh, it's not even finishing here, but it's no light there. Wow, that's cool. I read about what are they called? Viet Congans? In Vietnamese war, the Vietnamese soldiers, which were together with Russians, the Soviets, against Americans in the Vietnamese war, they were building underground cities where they have the whole array of stuff going on, even cinemas with communist propaganda and hospitals and everything cut into rocks underground. And I was reading and looking at pictures and I was thinking, that's something so cool, that you can build a whole city in many levels with many homes and facilities and who knows what underground. Yeah, and each of these things are going further. It's just too dark to see. Amazing. And of course, guys, GPS doesn't work here. And I'm pretty sure that the mobile signal is not working here either. I didn't check, but I'm almost sure. So you're on your own. Don't get lost. It will be your own problem. Some human bones. Are they? Perhaps. And here's some natural light. And some stairs.
And that one maybe it was added after the transformation of the two tombs to public tombs. As you can see here, that there was the top which has been broken, and there was decoration, Egyptian decoration, which is representing the life after death, and the second one also, which is a decoration representing life after death, because this is the legend of the 4 seasons. 4 seasons means also life after death. And the quality of the stone here is not as good as the other one, which is on the other side. Because of that, we have this fortification. This new red brick, not the red brick from the ancient time. Here we have another 2 sarcophagus. The decoration which is here, without light, we could not see anything. But he's using the normal light. You can see a little bit, which is like the Egyptian scene, because here the decoration which is on this wall, it's a copy of the one which is Wow.
This is a proper labyrinth with so many different routes and holes and everything. Amazing, amazing.
خلي بالك الارض بتزحلق شويه.
قوي.
And it is very warm actually in here, because so deep under the ground there is always annual mean temperature, no matter what season we are in. And annual mean temperature obviously is warmer than the one which we have outside in the December. This is very dark. I have to feel the steps myself. I don't see. Okay, we got there. Okay, and here we are on the very ground. Look at this, friends. Nobody see me here, so I can film.
It's smaller than the pyramid.
You won't go anywhere, right?
Yeah, it's small because it's very small inside. Very small inside.
It's like, is it really a lizard inside?
Yep. Lizards. Yep. We have
Lizard?
gecko.
What's a
Gecko.
lizard?
2 geckos.
That was the deepest, lowest part of all the structures. Oh, that's a properly cool place. What do you think, friends? Isn't it? I like it. It's amazing what things can you build underground. We saw this already. Okay. Now we see the daylight again. That was some nice place. And it has been raining a little bit outside. You see, it's not really wet, but you see the few drops on the ground. Yeah, that's some cool place. Very different from everything which you normally encounter in this world. What do you think? How you liked it, friend? Or was it nothing special for you? I liked it. I enjoyed it. Aha. And let me guess. Is that thing Is that the other old entrance? Where we saw the skylight down below. Cool. Yeah, and it is definitely colder outside in the end of December, so obviously the annual mean temperature is higher. It's amazing actually. Imagine, it was a very pleasant warm room temperature, and it is all year round like that there. No heating, no air conditioning needed. I wonder why people are not using cave houses more. And I know they do in Spain and in Turkey, but they see it as something backwards and not very, like a contrary to modern life. No need, you can build a proper nice cave house, and then you don't need any heating or air conditioning all year round. Shukran. That was it, my friends. I need that direction, so I think I should be getting through there. Merhaba. Merhaba. This is probably not the most touristy spot of this town. City. What am I talking about? It's not town. Alexandria is the biggest city in Mediterranean, and I mean in whole Mediterranean, not just African coast, including the Europe and everything. There is no city in Mediterranean that is bigger than Alexandria. 5.5 million or something in the city itself, not counting the surroundings, if I understood correctly from Wikipedia. And if I remember correctly. You know, I'm still not used to this place. When I see a river in the map, I'm expecting something different. Not this thing. That's the river. That dry bed. That's a riverbed. And if it does happen that there is some rain here, then probably there's even a water. Ah, and by the way, you see we have one friend here. Cool. And this one, haha, marhaba. He was showing me thumbs up. And I was showing to him the same. Yeah, people are working and going about their businesses, and everything is happening. Nothing is stopped here in this city, which feels nice. Yeah, there are so many businesses. Everybody has their own business. Marhaba. And everybody is friendly. I hear welcome, welcome all the time. Also hello, and also what's your name? Everybody is selling something or making something. Life is going on. Nice. Marhaba. One man just had a good laugh on me. He was showing that I have short sleeves, that I'm crazy. It's so cold. But I will be dead in no time if I walk in short sleeves. And I'm slightly sweating even, it's too hot for me. When will I become a real Egyptian, guys? But I know, I will get used to the temperature. I remember when I was for 6 weeks in Uganda, it was in February, which doesn't matter there because it's on equator. In Latvia it was minus 20 or something. There it was plus 30 or more in the sunshine of equator. And after some, I forgot already, 3 or 4 weeks, your body just switches and you get used to it. And then it was trouble for me being back in Latvia in minus 25 in the February frost. So yeah, you get used to these things. But until now, I'm still not used to it. Probably because I'm not forcing my body. Because, wow, look at this size of a shekel. Have you seen shekel of that size? I haven't. That's impressive. So, what I was about to say, I'm not forcing my body to adapt. I just walk in t-shirt. If I would be walking in warmer clothing and sweating like crazy all the time, then after 4 weeks of terrible sweating, the body would switch and feel good after that. But yeah, I feel no need for that, at least for the time being. I'm good. I keep being a circus for local people, that in the middle of winter, in terribly cold winter of 20 degrees centigrade, I mean 20 degrees. Always when I say degrees, I mean centigrade, not Fahrenheit. So, in the middle of cold winter of 20 degrees and sunshine, I'm walking in a t-shirt like a suicide man. Oh, funny. Funny, funny. But life is good, my friends. Life is good. I don't miss that cold and wet and windy weather back in Ireland at all. Look at this, my friends. I find it quite impressive and beautiful. But Google Maps doesn't say anything about it, as if it wasn't there. Port of Alexandria, okay. Nice. Yeah, further there is the port. So that's the entrance of it. It's beautiful, isn't it? What do you think, friends? And this is loud. Well, my friends, I have something interesting for you. I'm carrying my dates with my phone in the same hand, so it's swaying around. So now it'll be better. I have something interesting for you, my friends. That's the beachfront, and look, my friends, what is there? That's the sea. Al-Bahr. Bahr is sea. And it is not the warm Red Sea, which we saw before, but it is the far northern sea, which is in the very north of the country, and which reaches even further north. Marhaba. Waste management, probably. I don't know if you saw it, the fire. So this sea reaches even further north from any places where anybody have been. This is as far north as you can go in this country. And this sea reaches even further north, and this sea is called Mediterranean. I'm laughing because in my mind I grew up in Latvia, then I lived in Ireland for 10 years, a bit more, 11 almost. But then I have always been in the north of Europe. So, and even until I'll sit down, it's too good here. Even until very recently, I haven't been even in South Europe too much. Like, I have crisscrossed most of the Europe long ago. But it was a couple years ago when I was first time in Italy, first time in Spain, first time in south of France. I have been in France, but not south. First time in Portugal, and so on. And only in these last 2 COVID years I was getting to know the southern countries of Europe. And to me, Mediterranean Sea means something very far south. where the continent ends my continent, Europe. And there is Mediterranean, and what's behind that Mediterranean nobody knows. Well, I know it's Africa, but well, we don't go there usually, Europeans. And here it's opposite. I have seen this same sea from somewhere around there. Well, I don't mean that land, but further there in Portugal. I have seen it from Spain there. I have seen it from south of France there. I have seen it from Italy there. I have seen it from Albania and Croatia there. I have seen it from Greece there, and Cyprus and Malta. But here I see the same place, the same sea, Bahr, from a country which is south of it. It's the first time I look at this sea from south side. It feels a bit strange, but it's kind of the same sea. Like if I wouldn't see all the buildings around, I might think that I could be somewhere in Portugal or Spain or Italy. Well, the water isn't too different. But it's cool. And do you know, my friends, I think it's a good place to make some break. I have been walking a lot during this day, and I'll make some lunch break here. What do you think? I won't be getting any better place for that, will I? And it's so nice, it's dry. Even if it's so-called wet winter here, everything is dry. Where do you see that in Ireland? Dry beach. What is that? How can a beach be dry? Okay, friends. Let me get something to eat. Look at this, my friends. You'll be jealous now. I have local bananas, I have local mandarins, and I have something. This is called guava. And before I bought this portion, I ate it yesterday already. Before I bought this bag of guavas, I have never ever tasted guavas in my life. I have heard about famous Egyptian guavas. They have this pear-shaped guavas, not as others. And I kind of feel they're not exactly perfectly ripe, but they are tasty still. And then, so that's first time in my life. And then I have other thing which is first time in my life. Look at this thing. These are dates, but these are not dried and carried for long distances like you can buy in Europe. Fresh from the tree and ripe. So, and guess what it cost? It was nus kilo hams guinea. Half kilo, £5. £5 is 28 cents. Imagine, half a kilo for 28 cents. These ripe, tree ripened fresh dates. And guavas, this delicious thing, it was 1 kilo for £10. It's the same price, but it was 1 kilo. So this costed me, how much? 56 cents. Not bad. Life is good, my people. Life is good. Come to Egypt, what can I say? And they're tasty. Well, they are. So, friends, I am properly full and quite happy. It's time to go and continue this journey. And by the way, while I was eating, I noticed, you see, the sky is very overcast. It's not like everything else which I have seen in Jordan and in Egypt this far. And indeed, Alexandria in winter is a lot worse than the rest of Egypt, Cairo and more south from Cairo. So if you guys are thinking to buy a property here or to rent, basically to overwinter here. If your aim is overwintering, then Alexandria is probably not the best option. The seaside and Mediterranean is nice, but I would argue that the Red Sea would be even better in that case. But the climate here in winter is not perfect. It is, even now you see people are not, like few people are on the beach only. People are not hanging out here, because it's not too pleasant. For me, I'm still in my t-shirt and I'm okay. Although I start to feel like it could be a bit warmer, especially because there are a few drops, you see, in the ground. This amount of drops came during the last 20 minutes maybe, so it's very little. I don't even care about it. I'm still wearing my t-shirt and nothing else. But it is kind of not anymore so warm and nice. That kind of feeling. So yeah, for overwintering, Alexandria is not your best bet probably. Of course it is a lot better than Northern Europe or Central Europe or even Southern Europe, I would probably guess. But you can go a little bit further south to Cairo or even more south, and it will be sunshine and warm weather, while here it will be overcast and kind of okay weather, but not very pleasant. And it can also often, there are northerly winds from Mediterranean, often even storms. And yes, this month I read that it was even a snowstorm for a short while, which shocked everybody. So even that is possible. While in south of Egypt, or even in Cairo, you wouldn't get it. So that's my advice in case you are thinking about overwintering spots. On the other hand, if you come to Egypt in summer, Alexandria could be the best, because the northerly winds from Mediterranean cools down the place, so it's not as unbearably hot as you get in Cairo, or even worse in Luxor or Aswan. So it depends what you want and when you come. I was walking along the street and look what I noticed. I'll come and investigate if I can, if I'm not thrown out of here. Look at this old beauty. It's a proper shipyard. Cool, but let's not disturb them too much. Two friends here, different kind of friends. And this is here, on this main street near the beach. And that's another shipyard there. Or just the same, which is very long. So this is a fishy place. Fishy. Smelly. But not too badly smelly. Look what kind of fish they are selling here. Is it all from Mediterranean? And some shrimps, or what are they called? And some crabs as well. Yeah, they don't look too fresh, to be honest. But I wouldn't be bothered anyway. Oh, what's that? Something unusual. Like eel looking fish, but in a strange color for eel. But I wouldn't be bothered anyway, because I have no willingness to clean, cook, and do whatever else, debone the fish this evening. I will be tired enough physically after all this walking when I get to my hostel. Plus I will have quite a good amount of work to be done. Not crazy amounts, like reasonable amounts. Thank God I'm not so overwhelmed anymore. I still have a lot to do, but like humanely enough to do, not crazy overwhelmed. Look at this beast. Can you see that? What is it? I have never seen this kind of tram before. I didn't see there was written something. I wonder which country they produce these kinds of beasts. It's quite new. And I didn't see here either. There was some label. Cool. I never thought they would have trams here in Alexandria. And this one here is called Manar el-Islam Mosque. What do you think about it? Okay. Its location is more special than itself. But it's okay. Like there is sea directly behind it. And there is another sea. Markaba. Yes, I speak English, yeah. Good, good, all good, all good.
Where you go?
Just walk around.
This castle, my friend.
Sorry?
You Castello?
Castle.
Yeah.
Is it there, yeah?
Yeah, with this excited Catacombs, Pompeii villas,
Uh-huh.
Roman Theatre, museum.
Yeah, I saw it, yeah.
Everything, my friend.
Yeah.
Good driving for horse, small money.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, only looking for horse?
No, I just walk around.
After maybe okay, sure. I saw Catacombs, Theatre, museum.
Yeah, I saw
the
Catacombs.
lovely Bibliothèque, Oriental Bazaar, city center. Everything, my friend. Good for driving horse, small money.
Oh, no, I don't have money. Almost no money.
Sure, no problem.
Have a good day.
After
Shukran.
maybe, sure?
Yeah, shukran. He was friendly because he wanted to sell me a horse or car. I didn't get drive. Some kind of drive for small money. I didn't ask what is small money, but even if I would ask, that small money is not small. Like probably one of these horses was his. Come on, it's not. It can't be small. Even if it's Egypt, but it's a touristy area and it's a special tourist horse. No need at all. So friends, what I will be doing now will be going to a place which is one of the 7 ancient world wonders, 7 wonders of the ancient world. Can you guess what could it be? If you have read something about Alexandria, you probably have read about it. At least that's an impression which I got when I was quickly getting in my Wikipedia article just before I got out of train. We'll see it in a moment. In a very short moment even, I would say. I think that's the thing which I don't see myself on the screen. It's very dark for some reason. I'm a little bit annoyed by these iPhone screens. They're kind of made to be self-regulating according to the amount of light around you, but more often than not they're regulating against you, not what you would expect from them. But anyway, let's not complain. These are all kinds of sea and other tourist stuff. Yeah, all the touristy stuff. I'm not a tourist, my friends. So, is that no, that's probably the castle which the man mentioned. And yeah, he was speaking English. I just now realized. You noticed as well? He was speaking quite nice English. Proper, eloquent English. Of course. That's why he works with tourists. Or he works with tourists, that's why he speaks English. Whatever is the order of causation, or how do you call it in English? So this one must be the castle, I'm pretty sure. لا لا شكرا. Yeah, I can immediately feel that it's a touristy place now. Many people are offering you to buy something, but it's okay. They're not too, how do you call it, annoying? No, aggressive, that's the word. I just say la la shukran, no thank you, whatever it was what he said. And the main thing is not to stop walking, even like if they're really asking you things. And to be polite, I kind of reply to these questions, but I reply with a smile, but while walking away. This doesn't look good. This looks like it might be some entrance fee. It doesn't look good. It looks like there's an entrance with a ticket office. Come on, guys. And there's a fence and there's a booth with soldiers, so they won't let me through either. But let's ask. Marhaba. Is it possible to see Alexandria Lighthouse somewhere? No? From there. It's a ticket? Okay. Do you know how much is the ticket? Okay. Shukran. Okay, shukran. Yeah. It won't work like that. Okay, guys. My other bet is that probably we will be... Let's see here. This is how much we will see from that place. The rain is starting kind of to pick up. Funny. So, what's this? Alexandria Shooting Club. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, my best bet probably is to find a place from that shore, which is south, maybe southeast from the lighthouse, and to see the lighthouse from there, because I'm not going in and I'm not buying ticket, of course. But yeah, that Alexandria lighthouse is one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. And I was probably quite naive to think that I will get in such a place without ticket, that they won't ask for ticket, I mean. Not going to happen, of course. The rain picked up a little bit, so I got out my poncho, this thing. And I still don't bother to get out my raincoat yet. It's still too warm for me to get my raincoat out. But we'll see. If it really gets really properly raining, maybe, we'll see. We'll be like in North Cyprus, which I got in Girne. Did you see that video? That was quite something which happened there. You can check it out if you like. But yeah, this is nothing too serious. You see, this is amount of rain which is on the car. It's kind of raining, but not too much, and it's warm. Well, for me it's warm. Other people told that I will be dead in this cold weather if I walk in t-shirt. So yeah guys, I'm not walking in t-shirt anymore. Let's see how it will happen and where we can get this good view to Alexandria Lighthouse. That's my old friend who was Marhaba, marhaba.
One country.
Huh?
Country.
Latvia.
Welcome.
Ana Belad, Latvia.
Yes,
Europe.
welcome. What are you going now?
Shukran.
What
I'm walking to my
Only
hostel.
20 pounds central. 20
No, no,
pounds
no.
here.
I have شوية nukud. These guys wanted for the second and third time. Well, second time he did, and the third time his colleague thought he must be getting out something of me. Okay guys, have a good luck with somebody else. I have شوية nukud. Little money. Okay. I don't like rain. That's what I realize now. Like this is very small, little, nothing rain compared to like for Irish weather this would be a good weather. But I have forgotten already how it feels. It doesn't feel good. And this is when it's warm. In Ireland it would be cold and the same. Ah, nah, no good, no good. I'll be going back to Cairo soon, I can assure you. Tomorrow is forecast even worse. A proper rain, not just a little bit. We'll see what happens. And maybe, actually, we'll see how it happens if I could probably show to you as well how is the weather in Alexandria with all the rain, and how is it in Cairo with sunshine and no rain, with 3 or 4 or 5 hour train ride. We'll see. Maybe I can show you that if it will happen, but we have to live and see. But the place is beautiful, yeah. I like these harbors. Well, I am an old sailor, can I say. I have been sailing a lot. I have been owning 3 yachts in my life and sailing them in Irish Sea, doing couple crossings in Irish Sea and Celtic Sea. And yeah, just regular weekend sails. I do like sea, but I don't like when everything is wet. So it doesn't kind of go together well, you might argue. And you would be right. By the way, I'm just blah blah blahing and walking, but this is the place where we should be able to see the lighthouse from. Where is it? I don't see it. Come on guys. That thing seems to be a light for harbor. But where is the lighthouse proper? That's the castle. Ah, come on people. Where are all those pictures which I saw in Google Maps? And that's the mosque, it's not lighthouse either. What's going on here? This is the best place actually, which I was going to look for. But I don't see anything like on those pictures. Or am I in something completely wrong location? Let me check my maps again. No, the map clearly says that the lighthouse of Alexandria is there. But it looks like just a normal, I forgot already what is it called in English. The beacon, the small lighthouse at the entrance in the port, in the harbor. And by the way, I see on both sides, 1 and 2nd. but I don't see this big Alexandria lighthouse, the historical thing. One of the 7 world wonders of the ancient world. That's a strange thing. It's not very often when I'm so lost. I definitely know it's there, unless the map is wrong. But it kind of shouldn't be wrong. In any case, I'm not wasting more energy and time in this rain trying to figure out something which I probably won't see anyway without the ticket. So guys, I'll see maybe when I'm in my hostel. I'll search a little bit more on the internet about it, and if I find out some way how I could see it, and if tomorrow the weather is not even worse than now, I might go in the morning and see. But if not, so be it. I'm leaving this place tomorrow and I'm getting back to sunnier spots in this world. Yeah, but the place is not bad. Especially in summer it might be very nice. Well, might be too hot probably even. And that thing is called Sidi Morsi Abo El Abbas Mosque. I hope I pronounced it correctly. But it looks properly beautiful. Like seriously beautiful. Look at this. What do you think, friends? Yeah, I quite like it. And there's your sea, Al-Bahr, Mediterranean. The North Sea, if you look from here, but not the North Sea. What do you think about this? I don't see myself what I'm filming too much, to be honest. But it's beautiful. Very beautiful. Wow. The last view from here. And what is this building? Also quite nice. But I still have no clue about what's the story about this Alexandria lighthouse. There is nothing there, guys. Well, I'm saying it for 5th time probably, but I'm just surprised why it's something so unexplainable. Sorry?
Hello.
I think I should show you this. This is normal writing, and this is unusual writing for the foreigners. Alex City Travel. Pleasure beyond measure. They made me laugh today. Thank you guys, and all the best for your business. Cool. When was the last time I saw somebody with umbrella? But the place is nice, what do you think? Cool. I quite like it. And the sea. You see how clear the water is? Oh, you can't really see here. You have to believe me, friends. Nice. And the rain got a little bit smaller, so I'm okay, guys. Don't worry. Now, friends, you see the sun broke out on that side. Not here yet, we'll see. I got quite high here. And the rainbow. Can you see it? And there is still rain, you can see. And here we have slight bit of rain, just a little bit. But yeah, the point was that you see the red lighthouse, the port side, and the green lighthouse, the starboard side lighthouse. But that's just small, modern, tiny things. Where is the big Alexandria lighthouse? The famous World Wonder Lighthouse. I still can't understand it. Okay guys, I'm getting already funny with this. I will really check it on internet. Okay guys, I think I need to get down back where everybody is walking. It's quite a nice spot here. Marhaba, marhaba. Everybody is friendly. I don't quite get what they're saying. Something about pictures, about. I thought they want me to take. Aha, okay. They ask if I want to take picture of them. Ah, Ma. Ma is water. Here? Mater. Mater.
تعال الصوت.
Ma salama. The guys wanted to take pictures with themselves together with me. That was the story. I didn't get initially what is it. So each of them posed with me and the other guy took a picture. So now they can show to all their classmates and who knows what else how cool they are that they were together with a proper foreigner. But I'm quite surprised about that actually, because here in Alexandria I don't think that they lack tourists so much. Although, to be honest, I haven't seen them too many either. Because, yeah, I'm walking all day and I have seen only, I don't know, 4, maybe 6, no, not even 6 foreigners during all this day. That's strange, because I read that in Alexandria there is a good big expat community who is living here. Let alone tourists who just come here for a week or so. I don't know. Piece of rainbow. An Alexandrian shore. Nice. I wonder what is this? Google Map doesn't say anything about it, but it feels like it asks for exploring. And the rain stopped, so I'm not that desperate anymore to get quicker to my hostel. Let's see. What is it? Yeah, I'm no wiser looking on it from here. Something voila and no. Some poetry or whatever. Yeah. In any case, I think it's a good place to change the direction a little bit. I was walking from there along the shore all the time, and I could do it further there, but here it is a very central part of Alexandria, and I have one place which I wanted to visit further there, so I might take a small detour and walk here. At the end of this green street was some statue of some famous person. I forgot the name already, and I don't know anything about him anyway. But I read that there was some statue, so we'll see if it's good or not, if it's interesting or not. Ah, that's the tram again. I actually, Tatra, whoa, that's a Czech tram. Cool. Well, you Czechs are really working. You provide your trams even to Egypt. Cool. Or is it Slovak? I think it's Czech. I think Tatra was Czech. I'm a little bit non-informed, ill-informed in these areas, as you can see. I was about to say that I quite like this traffic situation which they have. It is very messy and very what do you call it? Very free flow. But on the other hand, it gives you a lot of freedom because you can walk anywhere, and that's okay. You're not killed or ridiculed because of crossing street in the most foolish place. It's just a normal part of life here. You just be vigilant, you watch around, they do the same, and everybody's happy. Instead of crossing in some specific points where there is zebra, and then you are kind of crossing it, thinking that zebra will make you safe, but the drivers still don't stop in most countries at zebras. So maybe this one is not so bad even. And I'm starting to get used to crossing streets in big traffic. Initially I was quite scared because I thought they will run over me. But they're very sensible, at least here in Egypt. Ah, look at what they're selling. These crazy things in desert. Where in the world? Umbrellas in desert. But yeah, here you get Mediterranean winds with rain. Yeah, life is quite good. The rain stopped. Life is again good. That's quite crazy actually, what a big change in your mood the rain can cause. As much as I wouldn't like to admit it. But it's true. So where is, here is that statue. Let's see. There. That's the man. That's your man, as Irish would say. And his name is Muhammad Ali Pasha. Anybody knows who he was? Some time ago anyway, since he's on a horse. And you see how green this place is. Unusually green. Nice. Do you hear that? That reminds me of Portugal. This tree is full of small birds. I don't quite recognize, I don't see them properly. They're like sparrow-sized birds, but are they sparrows? But they're so loud, and so many. It's like a paradise for them. You see, this is again different part of Alexandria. More, how do you call it? More Western looking. You see the difference between this and the areas where I was walking before I got to the sea. Here must be Cathedral of Saint Mark, but it's again guarded by police. Marhaba. Is it possible to visit cathedral? Passport. They took my passport and I kept it until I get back. Marhaba. Sorry? Passport? There. This one, clothes. Sorry? Am I okay to go?
أنا مش عارف.
It's clothes like this.
لبس.
Lips? What is that?
هدوم. معكش حد خالص.
Tourist.
اتفضل.
Yeah? شكرا. They were looking for some permission or something, but at the end they let me through. Aha, here it is. That's a forbidden thing. Latvia. Я говорю по-русски тоже. Вы говорите по-русски?
Да, говорить по-русски немножко.
Как это возможно?
Потому что я работаю в Шарм-эль-Шейх.
Шарм-эль-Шейх?
Да, у нас
Много русских там.
у нас 3 магазина.
А.
Очень хороший человек.
Супер, супер.
Самый хороший человек.
Шукран, шукран. Мархаба. Wow, they have serious security here. The police took my passport, held it. I'll get it when I go back out. And while I was walking around, I met one person who works at Sharm el-Sheikh, so he spoke also Russian, not only English, because many Russian tourists there. And I was having a chat about the Coptic Orthodox Church. He is also a Christian from... And there are 10% Christians in Egypt, as far as I understand from Wikipedia. And the security came... Well, I'll tell you later. I'll get out first. مرحبا.
انت لو رحت شمال ولا يمين مش هتيجي اللي انت عايزه.
مرحبا. My passport.
English.
Yeah, you speak English. I gave my passport when I came in, and they said I'll get it back when I come out. Where should I go to get the
Go to
passport?
the same place
The
again
same.
and ask for it.
Okay, shukran. The mission is to get my passport back now. Marhaba, my passport. Shukran. Masalama. Yeah, it is mine, not somebody else's passport. All good. So now I can tell you guys what happened. They took my passport and kept it while I was inside. And while I was chatting with that other Orthodox man, then some other security man came, but that was another one. I didn't see him before. He came to me and he was checking what is this thing on your shoulder, the sausage bag. And you see, even here you have a second kind of front defense line. and only here we get completely outside of the security area. You saw? The whole area is fenced with 2 security lines. And yeah, that man was asking, what is this suspicious thing, that sausage bag? Christmas. Funny. And I was saying it's bag, I have clothes inside, and he was touching it and trying to feel if it's something hard inside or whatever, and he was checking many things, and he had my passport in his hands. That was another person who was walking around, and he caught me near that church. But then everybody repeated, that Coptic Christian and those security men, everybody repeated many times, don't worry, it's very safe, don't worry, it's very safe, very safe. No problem here, don't worry. So when you hear not to worry so many times, you kind of start to worry a little bit. What's the story there? And I was asking that I didn't dare to ask the policeman and the security man. I could probably, but I didn't dare. And I asked that Christian man, which I met, and I asked if he knows what's the story, why is such a strong security. Basically he said it's Christmas and many tourists can come in that place, and most Muslims are nice and good people, but there are terrorists and bad guys between them, and they try to spot the places when more people are gathering, especially if they're Christians or pro-Christian, that kind of views, Western tourists and so on. And because of that, they need very high security level, otherwise it's dangerous. They can, I guess, some suicide bombers or some those kind of guys could get in. But yeah, the metal detector was beeping, and they didn't check me properly. So, kind of very heavy security, but at the same time not a very thorough thing. But yeah, this is the same story with all churches. I have seen many churches in Cairo as well, and not a single one without heavy police security around it. So they kind of guard things to keep things in peace, but probably it costs them a lot to keep things in peace. Look at these guys, my friends, the old trams. Hehe, nice ones. Yeah. There are some quite nice looking houses here, what do you think? Oh, and there's one of these old trams actually moving. Isn't that nice? This is cool. I wonder where they produce them. What would be your guess, my friends? Which years they were produced? And 3 coaches. Were they produced at 80s, 70s or 60s? What do you think? In any case, cool. One more good looking thing. Only problem is that it's becoming dark. Well, it is quite dark already. But that's what I got. I'm walking already for 6 hours or so. Not sure. And my ankle is reminding me that I'm doing too much. but I will finish. I'm walking towards my hostel for a good while already, but it's still a good while to be walked. Good distance. Well, not too far. I think I might be some half an hour, 40 minutes from my hostel, so it's not too bad. Look at this beauty. I shouldn't be walking while filming in such dark light conditions. And this one is called Al-Qaed Ibrahim Basha Mosque. Yes, you heard me right, Al-Qaed. I think it's just a name for somebody. Don't worry, it's no connection with that thing which you thought about. The same way as that shop which we recently passed, which was called Osama shop. It was no connection with Bin Laden, just Osama. These are normal names here, no need to worry. Yeah, but it's quite beautiful and nice place even in this lighting conditions. And there's some newer tram, some Tatra tram. Now I know what it is. I can't shake too much. I can't walk while I'm zooming in such darkness. Okay friends, let's keep walking towards my hostel. And one more view from this side. What do you think? Quite nice, isn't it? And this is called Biblioteca Alexandrina. You don't see much of it, but it's Alexandrian Library. But no, it's not the same library. The old one, which was here when Alexandria was one of the biggest educational centers in Roman Empire, and when it was considered one of the world wonders. It's not the same, of course. Is this fenced off as well? I was trying to get in from that side in the square, but police stopped me and said it's closed. And this should be, but there are some people inside. But no, it's closed here as well. Okay, let's not try to challenge police authority here. And I am already inside of the first row of security line, what do you call it? So no need to make any stupid moves here. Okay, here you can see slightly better all the script on the wall of that library. You have some nice cars every now and again with Netherlands sign and with German registration formerly and Egypt attached on top of it. There was a man inside, but I can still show you. I think my hostel should be somewhere here. At least that's where they showed it on the map. Well, on the map they showed it somewhere else, but the GPS coordinates usually are correct. And I took them, but there is no name. Let me check inside. No, it wasn't the right one. And I was trying to find out from a couple locals if they know it, and they were looking on the map and looking on the name, and nobody recognized anything. But then one of the locals showed me that there is another hotel, Mecca. So I'll try to ask them, maybe they know where their colleagues are. The receptionist knew the place, so he said it's 6th floor and somewhere. This. Shukran jazilan. So, and he asked, Markaba. Sorry?
What do you like?
Huh?
Speak English?
Yes, I do.
You like do?
Is here Hyatt Hotel?
What?
Hyatt Hotel?
خياط؟
Hyatt.
عمارة الخياط.
Funduk.
لا فندق مكة.
Mecca, they told me to come here, so I'll try and see.
1 minute. What do you like?
What do I what?
What do you like?
Like? So, that other hotel security man pointed me on this entrance, but here, a person who works here as a security, he said there is no such thing. And he said there are no 6 floors, only 5. But let me check anyway. Well, it's definitely not the right place, but it is so cool that I must film it. I got on the roof without thinking, but I didn't see anything similar to Funduk. Funduk is hotel in Arabic. Okay, let's go down again. Yeah, seems no luck here. Probably, let's see if there is another. Did he point me to some other door maybe, but there's no other door. And here, what's here? Could it be here? Let's try this one. Very good. The man sitting at the door of this entrance. Shukran! He told me to use the lift. Let's try to use it. He says 6th floor, so that corresponds to that other thing. Yeah, shukran, naam.
أيوة.
Shukran. Oh, that's cool. The same kind of lift, you see, this space. Don't put your feet in there. But no, here it's quite smooth. On the other place it was very like sharp protruding edge, like a guillotine, which could easily cut off your toe. Okay, I was already thinking to go back to Hotel Mecca because they at least knew where it is. But then I decided to check this other place, the other entrance, and the man said, yes, it should be right. And he said it's this direction, so could it be this? Let me try. There are no sign, no notice, nothing. We'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure I understood him correctly when he showed me this direction from the staircase, from the lift. And he said Sitta, 6th floor. I'm not sure what is that, but that's the other direction. That shouldn't be the right one. But yeah, guys, no signs at all. I wonder how they live, how tourists find them. I already broke the door almost. It's completely rusted through. the bell works. But nobody comes. I could actually write them a message now. Let's try it. This is mad. You must be a Sherlock Holmes to find these guys. Luckily, they responded to my message, but if I hadn't internet, it would be no hope. And they showed me a video. Here. That's crazy. And they said the key is green. So this must be it. Alongside wires. Cool. Oh, that's cool. They sent me a video how to find that key, but it was only, they sent that box. And I ask again, where is that box? I'm on the 6th floor and I can't see it. They said, no, it's on 7th floor, up 1 floor. That's crazy. Well, let's see if we can get in here. No, but this has different keyhole, so it's definitely not the one. And this one even less. Let's read it again when they said it's not very understandable, but I have a feeling that it is the same. And it is open. No, definitely not. They sent me a video saying this door, but how can I recognize which is this door? They look almost the same. Let's check it again. Let me try this again. This is open. This is closed, and they do have another key here. No, but it's not. It's definitely not. Could this one be it? Yes, it works. And it's definitely the right place. But you see, unless you get this far, there is no way to tell that this is the right place. Crazy. Have fun. So, and my room is called Rowan. Yes, this one is it. And there's a kitchen. I can even show you like this. A nice new kitchen. Nice. Wow. It's actually very, very nice. All new. Clean. Perfectly clean. I haven't seen anything which is this clean in Egypt at all, I think, or at least for a very long time. I almost feel uneasy stepping with my dirty Crocs in here. Let's take the Crocs off. It's too clean. No, this is properly cool. And here we have a window. Ah no, it's not sea view. Or is it? No, there is sea. I'll show you in the morning. It is kind of a little bit sideways, but there's a sea. Kind of a sea view. Well, happy days. Oh, I'm finally home. That's so good. I'm properly tired. But it was difficult to find, you saw it. The address, if you just click, for example, in Booking.com, if you look on the address, it said only the area, not exact street, let alone house number. When you click on it, it shows a place which is far away from this place, like 10 minutes walk at least. I already understood that I shouldn't be trusting that thing. Then there was GPS coordinates. That usually can be trusted, but not always. And it was wrong. It wasn't too far from here, but it was like around the corner and a little bit away. Then I found that other hotel, and they luckily knew this place. I don't know what would I do if they wouldn't know it, but they knew it. But they sent me to wrong door, and they said 6th floor. So then I entered this door, and the security man who was sitting at the door, he said also 6th floor. But at the end it turned out to be 7th floor. I had to go 1 floor up. And you saw, no signs, nothing. And if I didn't have internet, I would have no way to contact them. It would be tricky. That's what I often do when I don't have internet. I double check these things before I leave the other hostel. And I tell them that I won't have any phone or internet connection once I leave my previous hostel. And is it easy to find? Is it exact location? I send them the link to Google Map, which I make myself. So I make them to check it exactly to see if it's exactly correct. Then I ask if there is any sign, and only then I go. But now I have internet, so I'm not that worried. But still, you see, this can be tricky. But the place is very nice. And it cost me 12 euros 80 cents for 1 night. So it is a bit expensive. I couldn't find any properly hostel in Alexandria for some reason. I don't know, are they just closed because it's off season and COVID season or what? But I couldn't find. This was the cheapest, which was near to train station. There were 2 other options. Very nice options, complete apartments, like 2 or 3 bedroom apartment with sea view and everything beautifully, and for something like 10 euros, I think, if I remember correctly. But those ones were like 16 or 20 kilometers away from the train station, far away, so I didn't want to bother with trying to find how to get a transport to them. So this one was definitely the best thing. So it's the most expensive place where I stay, but it's nice, and it's a separate room. And I have my usual limit, my usual budget, 10 euros per night. So this is almost 3 euros too much, but all the other times I was staying for half the price. So it's good. Good morning, my friends. So let's look out the window. What's going on there? What do you think about this? Not bad. There's the big street down there. And that's the Mediterranean. And by the way, forecast changed a little bit. The big rains which were forecasted, they moved towards the afternoon, so I hopefully won't experience them. Which is nice. I wasn't looking forward to seeing that and getting wet. So all good. We'll get to the train before they start. And in Cairo, I suspect they won't be there at all. And by the afternoon I will be in Cairo already. Yeah. Sea is nice. I like it. What can I say? And you see here. Interesting thing here is, well, you can see also how the roofs are made here. But what caught my attention were these weeds. You see the grass is growing wherever any debris or dust or soil particles are gathering from the wind. The moisture is enough to grow grass actually, so it means that at least in winter, probably not in summer I guess, but at least in winter there is enough rain to grow grass. So yeah, this is a wet Mediterranean coast, relatively wet. It would still probably be drier than south of Italy or Spain even. But yeah, it's not the same desert which you have in Cairo or more south. And what do we see there? Nothing really good. People like to throw things out of their windows, is it? Maybe. Such a small windows for the sea view. Or they expect those guys to build higher. Whatever the case may be, but it's time for me to leave this nice place and head to Cairo, the train station first.